My name is Sarah, and I never believed in the supernatural. At least, not until that night. It was a pitch-black evening when I decided to take a shortcut through the old playground. Everyone at school talked about it, how kids had gone missing there, how they could still be heard playing if you listened closely, but I always laughed it off. Until that night. As soon as I stepped onto the playground, the temperature dropped sharply, the air turning frigid. A dense, unnatural fog rolled in, obscuring everything. The swings creaked in the still air, swaying slightly despite the lack of wind. The rusty merry-go-round turned slowly, as if pushed by unseen hands. I pulled my jacket tighter around me and hurried my pace. The gravel crunched under my feet, the sound echoing ominously. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. Glancing around, I saw nothing but shadows and the skeletal remains of the playground equipment. Then, out of nowhere, I heard it, a child's laughter. It was high-pitched and eerie, seeming to come from all directions at once. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. I turned slowly, scanning the fog for any sign of life. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice trembling. The laughter continued, joined by a faint, haunting melody, like a music box playing a twisted lullaby. My breath came in shallow gasps as I tried to locate the source of the sound. Then I saw them. Two small figures standing by the swings, barely visible through the dense fog. Their faces were obscured, but their eyes glowed an unnatural shade of red, fixed on me. I took a step back, my instincts screaming at me to run, but my legs felt like they were made of lead. "Come play with us," one of them said, their voice echoing unnaturally. The words were innocent enough, but the tone was wrong, hollow, devoid of emotion. I shook my head, backing away slowly. "I have to go," I managed to stammer. The figures didn't move, but the playground around them seemed to come to life. The swings started to sway violently, the merry-go-round spun faster, and the laughter grew louder, more maniacal. As I turned to run, I felt something cold and clammy wrap around my ankle, causing me to stumble. I looked down and saw a small, pale hand emerging from the gravel, gripping me tightly. The hand was skeletal, its flesh rotting away, maggots crawling through the decaying skin. I screamed and kicked frantically, breaking free and scrambling to my feet. I ran as fast as I could, the laughter and echoing footsteps chasing me through the fog. My mind was a whirlwind of fear and confusion. I didn't stop until I was safely on the street, under the comforting glow of the streetlights. My heart was pounding, and my breaths came in ragged gasps. When I finally dared to look back, the playground was still and silent once more, the fog lifting as if nothing had happened. But I knew better. The laughter and the figures haunted my dreams for weeks after that night. The next morning, I woke up with dirt under my fingernails and bruises on my ankle where the ghostly hand had grabbed me. It was a physical reminder that what I had experienced was all too real. I did some research and found that the playground was built over an old cemetery, the bodies never properly moved. The children buried there had been victims of a tragic fire that claimed their lives, and now their restless spirits sought out new playmates. Since that night, whenever someone mentions the old playground, I tell them to stay far away. I don't know what I encountered, but I know one thing for sure: some places are cursed, and some spirits should never be disturbed. And every so often, when the night is quiet and the fog rolls in, I hear that chilling laughter echoing in my mind, and I know they're still out there, waiting for their next playmate. And I fear that one day, they might come for me again.